I'll post it when I get in.
No, you got it.
All right, I think it's going live. Man, they put a lot of the features behind the paywall that we used to use.
Really?
Yeah, we'll have to do this ghetto intro. Oh my god, it's not even going to let me share a video clip. Gay.
Well, it says we're live, so I guess we'll just go live.
All right, well, I can't play the video.
Oh, well.
We're back.
Yeah. Got hit by the paywall, so we don't have our cool videos. We got music, though. We got music.
We do still have music. All right, I'll have to look at upgrading, see how much it is.
All right. Well, what's up, bro?
Not much. We got a comment from the Dustin Folk. Don't know if that's an imposter, if that's really him.
Doesn't really hide behind a username. He just puts it out there.
No, he doesn't. But we're so back.
Yeah.
And we're in love with fantasy football.
We are, and it's back tomorrow.
We're engaged to all of our draft picks.
I've roster baited quite a few times.
Oh boy. But let's look at the draft recap. We'll look at Fantasy Pros first. I don't necessarily like this one as much because I'm a little bit higher than the other one. Won't You Be My Neighbors? Number 100.
Very surprised with that one. I didn't feel too confident with his draft, but when you get Jamar Chase and...
No, I have Chase.
Or who did he get? How did he get?
Oh, he had CMC.
At 1, he took CMC? No, he wasn't 1. He was... What pick was he for?
He was like in 3 or 4 or something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't remember anybody else on his team, but we'll look at it in a minute. Brian, coming in second.
That's me.
Oh, that's you. That's you.
Yeah.
You in second. The replacements, I think, is Brady.
Yeah. That's a little surprising.
Caleb in 4th, me in 5th, A-Ray in 6th, Mitch in 7th, Dustin in 8th, Brian, Pikachu, down in 9th, and then Miller Slaw Bunnies in 10th.
Seems about as accurate as you think. Brian drafted everyone that was good in 2020.
He has. I wish I would have picked him in the last place thing.
I think.
Speaking of that, let me pull that up. Since we didn't have any bets, we can look at that. Take me just a second.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. We didn't. Nobody put any
flip
bets
it over
down.
to. I know. I didn't really realize that until a couple days later, but this was the ESPN Power Rankings.
So I was first after the draft, but then 20 minutes later it shifted. Not sure what news broke that changed that.
I don't know either. I didn't really make any changes on my team.
I mean, we couldn't. I don't even know if you had him put in. Well, I guess you may have just put him in, but
I did it. Yeah, right after the draft. So I mean,
yeah, I'm pretty sure it shifted.
There's nothing that changed.
Like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. You were like, weird. Oh, it already changed.
Yeah, I don't know why it did. But this was our last pick vote. So I picked A-Ray, Dustin picked Brady, Brady picked Mitch, A-Ray picked Mitch, Caleb picked Brady, Mitch picked Brian, and you picked Brian. So that might be the steal of
a lot of people.
The pick, but a lot of Mitch.
Now,
yeah.
When we look at his team in the preview or whatever, I think it's better than people think.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad either.
He took a lot of people early. That was the only issue. But
I don't think he's going to get last.
No, I don't either.
I've tried to look at people's that if a couple people got hurt, like they'd be screwed.
And that's kind of why.
And I didn't want to go with Brian definitely is now. I didn't even realize at the time that like he has a guy that's like not even signed.
Yeah,
he took at some point. So
he might go back to school.
Don't know what he's going to do.
Know.
Like every guy that's hurt is on his team.
Yeah, That would be like the most Browns thing ever. They draft a guy in the second, third round, and he goes back to college. Real
Be the
quick,
most Bryant thing ever too.
speaking of finishes, so I actually did a figured out betting odds to finish first in the league.
Okay.
I put together between Fantasy Pros and like ESPN. I kind of like averaged out essentially like your chances to make playoffs based on power rankings and draft rankings, and then I threw it into ChatGPT and I had her do some shit. But essentially, how it came out to was pretty close to how it's ranked here a little bit. So at plus 100 is me, plus 102 is Simon, plus 109 is Gerald, plus 119 is Caleb and Brady, plus 142 is A-Ray and Brian, and then and Mitch, he's in there with those two. And then the two worst odds were Justin at plus 145 and Dustin at plus 152. Now, obviously, they would be longer, but because I don't, ChatGPT is AI, but because I guess there's, you essentially have a 1 in 10 chance to win.
Yeah.
So so Dustin right now
who had the best again?
Projected last. What?
Who had the best odds?
Me and you. I was at 100. You were 102.
So yeah, if it's probably using this mostly because we're both 1 and 2, and then Dustin's last in this. So that's probably where it was getting the data from.
But like,
interesting.
But like Dylan's down there in like 7th on ESPN, but it had him as like the 3rd best odds to win.
Which and he was higher on Fantasy Pros, so maybe that.
Yeah, I guess
maybe
that's
it pulled
true
a little
too.
from that too. So.
Okay, cool.
Interesting.
Well,
we'll see how that changes after a couple weeks. You'll have to see how that changes. Maybe make some bets off that.
Yeah.
Although it would be better if some people had some longer odds.
Yeah, we could try to run it again. I think if you actually like gave her every player for every team, it said that she could calculate it even better or whatever.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you plugged in our rosters. I wonder if we could send like a link to the league to it and have it read all that somehow.
All right, let's get into it.
I think I put these in order of biggest margin of projection, if that means anything in week 1. But this one had the biggest one. So Brady, pretty big favorite over Brian's old injured team.
Yep. I think that's going to be the downfall of Brian's team. His average age is about 30. Yeah. With outside of Puka Nacua and Caleb Williams, everybody on there. I guess Tyron Tracy, Loveland's young, but like his key players, Tyreek's old, James Conner's old, Derrick Henry's old. Just not great. And also the fact that he's already dropped 12 times before the season's even started.
Yeah, we'll see who's on his bench. Garrett Wilson on the bench. Scary Terry on the bench.
Quinshon Judkins not signed.
Yeah. Chubb.
Eckler, not bad. They have him listed as the RB1 for the Commanders right now, so that maybe that could have been a steal.
Yeah, he'll probably put up points. And Chubb might be good with, I think Mixon's out for the first month or whatever.
Yeah, Mixon's out for a while. Oh, I got to shut the door, damn dog.
As Eric goes and murders his dog. We'll continue with the show. Let's see. Bo Nix for Brady.
Yeah, Brady's team's not looking too bad. Can Chuba do it again? We'll see.
PTJ, T. Higgins. Yeah, he's got a pretty solid team. Sutton. He's got good wide receivers, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And his running back's pretty good too. So, yeah, solid team. Makes sense why he's an overall favorite. I think there's a couple more that have higher projections than 120. So it wasn't the highest projection, but this was the biggest projected margin.
Yeah, Brady had a pretty good draft. I like the Broncos defense. He also has Ted McMillan on his bench, which I think he'll be pretty good too. And then Brian Robinson Jr., he got traded after our draft, didn't he?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
That was pretty recent.
Yeah, I'm going to take Brady in that one. Pretty easy.
I think I will as well.
Pretty easy.
Come on.
Oh, you clicked on A-Ray's team.
Damn it.
Still got the same name. Need to update our names, guys. Week 1 starts
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I haven't changed mine either. So a couple old names battling it out here. So I was favored by 8 in this matchup. Jaden Daniels going against the Giants. That should work out pretty well. For me, I would assume Jacobs against Detroit and Walker against the Niners. I don't like quite as much.
At least it's a home game for Walker.
Yeah. But Chase at Cleveland could be good. He'll put up numbers regardless of who they're playing. It'll be interesting to see how good Hawkinson is. I don't know did he come back at the end of last season? I can't remember.
Yeah, he played like a little less, like a third, a little over the third of the season. So he's fully healthy. I like him this year. I think JJ McCarthy's probably going to use him as like a security blanket.
That's kind of what I thought.
I mean, not a bad pick. I'm sure you got him pretty late. And then Calvin Ridley, I think he'll be fine.
He is questionable.
But, I mean, he had like the most off-target throws last year, obviously, because Will Levis is terrible. And I think Malik Willis was the backup, and he can't throw the ball either.
Yeah, he said.
Do you have 2 empty bench spots?
I put somebody on IR. I don't know why I have 2 though. Weird. Maybe I dropped somebody else. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. But if Calvin Ridley's out, I'll just put Jacoby Myers in probably. They have similar projections, so it shouldn't change too much. A-Ray has Hurts against Dallas. That could be a boomtown situation. Breece Hall against Pittsburgh. We'll see how much he gets used. They're kind of saying he might just be like a third down back now.
Yeah, they're going to split a lot of carries.
I did see somebody picked up Braylon Allen this week. Was that you?
I thought about it. It's so tough to make those moves before the season. Like, I don't want to drop somebody and then that guy ends up being insanely good the rest of the season. So I try not to make moves like Brian before the season.
Got to let him play a week at least.
Oh, so just
Miller picked him up. Yeah, that's a good ad.
But I mean, he didn't have to drop anybody. It looks like so he had someone on IR.
Probably not, and I think he got him for free or $1. So
yeah, Braylon Allen
should work out pretty nicely. Anyways, back to this. Got Pacheco against the Chargers. Hopefully, he goes off. St. Brown will get some numbers. Olave will get some numbers. Brock Bowers. That's kind of the core of his team.
Yep.
Right there. A-Chain, I think he's questionable and probably going to split time with a couple other guys. So
he should play, at least what they're saying. But yeah, if he's already hurt, it's not great. But I just
also didn't realize he doesn't have a kicker in yet. And doesn't.
So that's why he has an extra bench spot, because he's got him on his bench. Or that's why you have an extra.
That makes more sense now.
So he's got to pick up a kicker. So it'll be a little closer.
Yes, it will be. So that'll probably be a pretty close one. Which, once I started reading through the roster of Pacheco and St. Brown and Olave and Bowers and Hurts against Dallas, I think, this is going to be pretty close, and he might even.
I still think you got the edge here. Just we don't know about Olave, Breece Hall, and Pacheco.
That's true.
Who knows if Pacheco's back in awesome form? Then that's great, but I don't.
He'll probably split quite a bit with Hunt, anyways.
Yeah, not bad, but I'm taking you in this one.
All right, sounds good.
Lock it in.
Next, we got Mitch and Miller. Fairly close matchup here. Make sure the rosters are full. They are. Miller had one of the highest projections, I think, at 125. Coming from Kyler Murray and Saquon. I know he drafted a lot of running backs. So also starting Bucky and Kamara. See who he's got on his bench even. Got Scatterbo and Braylon Allen on his bench. So he's pretty deep at running back.
He's
Have a look.
going to need to be because I don't think Kamara is going to play a full season.
It's probably true, so it doesn't hurt to have a little depth there.
Yeah.
He's got Kelsey. Hopefully he does great this year. Wide receivers, they'll be kind of boom or bust with those guys on some pretty deep teams, but they'll definitely have their weeks where they go off. So it makes sense why he has a pretty high projection. Miller's team, Joe Burrow was a nice pick.
That was his keeper.
Oh, that's right.
Could have kept Bucky Irving, so we'll see if that comes back to bite him in the ass this week playing against him.
Starting a lot of young guys.
Yeah.
The two rookie running backs. What I do like both of them. I liked both of those picks. CD, Drake London, the Tyler Warren that everybody knew he was picking, and then the X-Man.
Yeah.
Xavier Worthy.
Mitch's team, it's a risky team, but it could pan out. I like Igbuka. I like Golden. I really wanted Igbuka, but Mitch took him so fucking early. And same with
Devin Neal too.
Yeah. That's not a bad pick, though. Devin Neal could sneak in.
We'll see. Yeah.
They didn't really like Kendrick Miller
well.
last year, and if Kamara's out, you never know.
He only had a couple touches in the whole entire preseason, and he did okay. So
yeah,
we'll see how it looks like against starters.
I think Mitch loses first week because of the rookies. I don't think they're going to get going in the first week. But I think long term, Mitch is going to fight for another playoff.
He's got some potential. I would agree. I don't think he'll get last like half the league.
They'll have some keepers next year, that's for sure.
So we should actually. How many people did pick him?
He'll probably still keep
2, 3, 4, 5. So you'd win. I think you win $200. So you win $20 if Mitch is last place, since so many people picked him. Next up, you and Caleb. I'll let you preview your own team here.
It's basically showdown of the week, I would say, just because of the rematch, from last season.
I didn't think about
that. Yeah, overall, pretty good teams, I think. Not to be bragging, I like my running backs a lot. I guess we'll see how Hampton does with Najee supposed to play. I still think Hampton will be the number one in that backfield, but I like my running backs. I think they'll be consistent. My wide receiver 2 is whatever, DK Metcalf. We'll see. I might even start Devontae Adams. I haven't decided yet. And then I love Nico Collins and McBride. Solid team by me. I think, just another good draft. But Caleb's team, looking over there, Mahomes, he's got the GOAT. JT and James Cook, solid running backs as well. Wide receivers are good too. I like all three of those.
Yeah, I do like those.
I think Pickens will probably have his best season so far. I hope.
I agree. Yeah, I think he will too. At least for a few weeks before he goes crazy.
Yeah, and the year I don't take him, he'll pop off this year. So Caleb will put up a fight for sure. And he's got the number one kicker in the league, Brandon Aubrey. But remember, kickers don't matter apparently. I think it'll be close. Another rematch. I think I get my revenge. I like my matchups a little bit better. Other than Jonathan Taylor against Miami, I think he'll probably have like 25 points.
Yeah, I do think you guys will be two of the better teams again.
Hey,
barring injury.
Can you click on my team picture? Does that pop up for you?
I might have to go to your team. You can see it in Group Me. I did look at it.
Okay.
So I was like, what the hell is that?
It is a little weird. I don't care. I don't think you can click
on zoom in on it.
Dude.
Here you can kind of see it. Did you put that in AI too, I assume?
Yeah. I have my green jacket on. Sitting on the game.
Have you got third 3 times?
Medals.
Is that silver in the golf or silver in the league?
Golf. Well, no, I have 3 silvers from my last 3 second place finishes and 1 gold. But yeah, you can actually, I think it's the first year you can do it, but you can actually upload images from your phone. You don't have to do the stupid link thing. As long as it's appropriate, you can upload from your phone.
Probably has AI check them.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'll have to try that. I might be making that my avatar with my since I spent so much time editing that
Yeah,
and the 10 minutes before
a lot of
we
work
did
done.
we did this live. All right, let's go to the closest projection was Dylan and Dustin. Maybe because
Okay.
they're both projected to be pretty far down in the standings, aren't they? Or I guess just Dustin was
Just Dustin,
in the
but
ESPN
still,
one.
like, I mean, that's
But
a good
still
projection.
projected 122. That's one of the higher 3 or 4 projections. So don't know what ESPN's algorithm is going off of there, but Josh Allen obviously is going to have a great season. Gibbs going to have a great season. I think Marvin Harrison Jr. will be good. Zay Flowers has some potential, but maybe a little weaker on the wide receiver end. He does have good running backs. George Kittle can be hit or miss since they have so many weapons, although I think they're a little banged up at wide
Yeah,
receiver,
see,
so they
at least for
might
a
go a little
while,
heavy.
Kittle will be really good.
Yeah, that could be good for him.
Dustin took my strategy. I was going to stream the Cardinals this week, but I waited too long.
Oh, the defense. I didn't even see that
Yeah,
in there.
they play the Saints.
Nice. Yeah. 12-point projection on the defense is pretty solid.
Yeah.
That even beating Eagles against Dallas, which is probably another pretty high projection, I would imagine. Lamar against Buffalo, that could be tough. McCaffrey against the Seahawks. I don't know how the Seahawks D is. AJ Brown could go off against Dallas.
I think McCaffrey will probably have a really good game, considering same thing like Kittle. Like it'll be Kittle, Pearsall, and McCaffrey, and that's it.
Plus, he's been waiting for like a year and a half to play football for real. So, this should be a pretty close one, like the projections say. But I think it'll probably come down to this Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson matchup.
Yeah, that'll be a fun one to watch, considering they're playing each other.
And it is at Buffalo, so I think I'll give the edge to Dustin in this.
Yeah, I think Dustin definitely drafted a little bit better this year, I will say. I think it's all going to depend on his wide receivers. Also, if Aaron Jones can stay healthy, because he's also really old too.
Yeah.
But as far as like Dylan's team, solid running backs, really good wide receivers. Like, I guess it depends. I had AJ Brown last year, and I thought he was going to be awesome. He wasn't, because they never threw the ball. They just gave it to Saquon every time. So if Saquon gets hurt, then maybe that changes.
He does have Rome and Godwin and Jennings, so I would say by mid-season he'll have 2 good wide receivers out of those 5.
Yeah,
I would imagine.
Yeah, I think Rome will be fine. I really liked him. I was hoping he'd fall, but he did not. Dustin took him. Bastard.
Yeah, unless Caleb Williams might just suck, so we'll find that out.
That is true. I hope not. I have a lot of his football cards.
Well, you got any bets for the next 2 nights? What's the spread for the Chiefs game?
I think just 3.5. I think we're 3.5 point favorites. But if you have FanDuel, I think DraftKings did some stuff. There's just so many like NFL boosts out right now. There's literally a 100% money line boost for FanDuel. So I did like a 4-leg money line parlay, boosted that by 100. Pretty nice.
Who'd you take?
I have Chiefs, Commanders, Cardinals, Broncos. It goes from like plus 260 to 520.
Okay, Broncos play the Titans. Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah. I basically obviously nothing's ever a sure thing. We know that. But I feel like those are pretty heavy favorites in those games. We're not really a heavy favorite, but I still feel like we're better than the Chargers. So
I would think so. I think they'll be motivated.
Yeah. And then there was also like another one on FanDuel. It's called Touchdown Jackpot for tomorrow night's game. If you put $5 on any touchdown scorer anytime, if they score the first or last, you get rewarded free bets. Nice. So like you get a share of $2 million in free bets is what they say. I hit one last year. I got like $100 in free bets, which was nice. But I picked George Pickens because I feel like the Cowboys will be losing, and they'll drive the field.
Yeah, I'll probably be throwing. Yeah, that's not bad.
George Pickens to end the game. Hopefully, they try to kick it onside, and then they don't get it and they lose. You heard it here first.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I wanted to throw together a future of the draft, but I forgot to freaking bring that up too.
Oh well.
Damn it.
It's always next week.
But yeah, a lot of boosts out there. So if you're trying to make some bets, check them out.
Yeah, I haven't bet for a while, so I'll have to take a look at what offers they got going on.
I think that 100% one for the money line expires tonight, so you'd have to
Really? Which one was that on?
FanDuel.
Okay, I'll have to look at that.
And then DraftKings actually had a no sweat up to $100. I didn't do that like Brian did, but I put $20 on one. I can't remember what I bet on, but yeah.
I might put it on the Hawks Saturday.
There we go. Oh yeah, rock chalk. I'll be watching from my phone at a wedding. Yay.
All right. Good luck to everybody, and we'll be back hopefully next week with another one.
Back, baby. See ya.
Peace.